Money makes the world around, turn world around, turn world around.
Welcome to my space. I'm Rita Levin, and as you know me by now, this is video number 2. So I am a real estate broker in Greater Seattle area. I've been in business for almost 25 years. And as you can see, the way we started this, our second video, it's going to be fun. Today, we continue our conversation with interesting people. And be prepared because this beautiful young lady, very funky lady, is not an average coach. She's a money mindset coach. And without further ado, just introduce yourself. Who you are, how just you came to be a money mindset coach, what brought you to that point in your life. And by the way, let me say that this beautiful lady's name is Kira.
Hello. A little bit about me. My name is Kira. And right now I'm coaching people, helping to grow their income. But before that, I had a long way to this point because my first job, I was a scientist, and I work in the academy, discovering rechargeable batteries. Then I worked in a startup, creating a device for early explosion determination. Then I spent about 7 years in academy and in startup, and then I moved to IT. I used to work 16 years as a software build engineer and help developers to compile their code. So as a scientist, I again was investigating, but now the code, which is software code. And so when this part of my career finished, I decided to go to approach another
Area of expertise.
Yes, area of expertise, because last 12 years of my IT work, I was becoming interested and investigating the people inner world and finding the connection between our inner world and whatever we produce outside. And now I'm absolutely certain that whatever we have in our mind creating our external world. And it's clearly connected, and that's why I decided to help people and myself as well, because I'm a part of journey of every my client, discover and help to grow business, income, grow in the career, etc., etc. I certified career coach, and I'm certified the money mindset coach.
So it's extremely interesting. Whatever you mentioned, that whatever we send into universe, the universe answers back to us. This is very important, and basically I learned it throughout my life, and especially the more I am experiencing working with people, the more you understand that sometimes you're really asking something to happen. Here's one example. It's very interesting. It was Sunday, and Sunday was extremely busy for me. I had to go to the party, and I had to write an offer, I had to do that, and I had to do this. And while I was at the party, I was negotiating a deal, and I really want to get this home for my clients. And generally speaking, already when I was driving home, it was around 9 p.m. and I knew that offer expiration time is 9 p.m. I will start sending messages into the universe, and I'm trying to, push this idea to the other agent and her clients. Sign the deal. And about 9 p.m. she gave me a call and she said, we have mutual. It's like,
Good.
time well spent. This is another confirmation That
this
what
is
you
true.
send out there, that's what you get. Let me ask you a question. Why do you work with business owners? But I feel that it's not only business owners, but also with any other people who would like to create abundance in their lives. So why do you work with them? How can you help them?
I figured out that these kind of people, they mostly in their work, they need to make quick decisions. They mostly people who making decisions and decisions driving their lives. And so most of the time you can find such people in such situation while they're manager, high level managers in IT companies, and it doesn't matter in any companies, or they business owners, because most of the time these people need, as you explained exactly.
Exactly, to be quick on their feet.
Yes,
That's
and
right.
and that's why I understand that my major feature, I can find the simple solution which could be easy achieved. And that's why I understand for such people like business owners, it's matter most for them. That's why I decided to work mostly with them. Because me too, I am a result oriented person and I love to see results.
Yeah, that's great explanation, and I totally agree with you because sometimes you don't have time for kind of exploring for a long time, and sometimes you have this either gut feeling, what I talked about before. So that's the decision you need to make. That's the decision you need to go with. Don't overthink it because. As my old friend and also real estate broker used to say, analysis paralysis. This is absolutely true because when you not following your heart and your kind of intuition, it could be detrimental to decision making process.
This is exactly my point, because I'm helping people to get rid of too much thinking, but to be more connected with their heart and, as you said, gut feelings. Because most of the people, they live in their lives according to the rules, according to the practice, and most of the time that knowledge which we absorb during our life has a lot of limiting beliefs. And because these limiting beliefs, they are milestones, but stones which does not give us to proceed further. And I know that I can see in the life of somebody else these stones, and I show, here is the stone, let's take it away, right? And then when we take the stone away, person get more access to their feelings, and that's why. So we are cleaning, let's say, limiting beliefs in the mind. Then it's got access to our feelings. And when we clearly connect it to our soul, our gut, our whatever, our heart, call it as you want, we can easily proceed in our life.
What techniques do you use to get to that mindset and to overturn the destructive mindset and to bring a productive mindset?
As I told, I used to be in a coach path already 12 years, and during helping me and people surround me, I gathered a lot of techniques, and because I want to have a result fast, all these techniques, they mostly for quick results, and they easy to maintain. And so yes, I'm using NLP techniques. They're very effective. I'm using a technique which help people to understand their kind of type of informational metabolism. So how people get information and how they process it, because it's matter most. It appears that the way that we process the information we can say a lot about person. Um, then, well, I have several coach techniques, which is mostly mindset work.
What I think that we'll get to that part, and it would be very interesting to see how you're going to use the techniques on me. Okay, so but before that,
survive.
oh, trust me, I'll try. But if not, so don't take prisoners, okay? So, but again, let's go a little bit back. Why did you start doing this? So, was it because you needed to help yourself, to rediscover yourself? Did you see that the world needs someone like you? Just people are getting lost and people cannot get productive or get to the results they trying to get or achieve, and that basically gave you the power to go that route. So
well, everything, like maybe in most people lives, everything happening through own experience, right?
yes, absolutely.
And so this has happened to me too. When 12 years ago I got sick, and I was like really sick and was about to be here or there. Doctors didn't provide any really working solution, and I decided that I understood that I have to find my own way. And during this healing, I figured out that actually my thoughts, my mindset was created this sickness, because, as people say, watch what you say, right? This is exactly the thing. When I was running in my head, not creative thoughts, it's finally started to aggregate to physical problem. And since then, when I discovered it, I started to help myself. Well, I healed myself during about 2 years, and then I just figured out that many people surround me doing the same thing. And so I started to help also friends and parents, everybody who was near to me. And since then, I got so much interest in all this inner world, which is not discovered, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, we're trying to discover the universe, we're trying to discover our job or something else, but what we have to discover, it's here. It's here. Everything is here. Let's go discover, let's go understand, let's go use all this that we have, our mind, our body, to better life for us. That's all what we need, actually. And from here it starts, and then I just combined more and more techniques. And when I lost my job in IT, I said, okay, this is actually the sign from the universe. I have to go through another path and create another career, that's all.
Thank you so much for sharing. This
Sure.
is all very personal. And honestly, I had also similar experience in my life, and when we just recently met, we talked about it. So that's why I feel that we have lots of similarities in our past to where we are today. But generally speaking, kind of similar situation happened to me with what I was previously doing, working on my profession. It did make me happy. It didn't make me very low energy. I'm not saying depressed. I'm not the person who can be easily depressed, but I didn't feel the interested anymore. I really need to change and go different paths of my development. And thanks God, my husband asked me a very profound question: how can I help? And the answer was that let me go and be my free spirit, do my own thing, and go and try real estate profession. And that's how my path changed completely, and that's how I recharged myself and recreated myself and became who I am. So I definitely can very, very deeply relate to what you went through. You are invited by real estate professionals.
Yes.
So, and that's why my next question, how can your techniques, your money mindset can help people to achieve their goals? And to some people, the ultimate goal in their life is for the family to create their nest, uh, get a home, buy a home. And there are some blockages which preventing people to achieve their desires. I'm not talking about buying a home. I'm talking about in general to get some more goal-oriented and more productive things in their lives, and especially come to abundance. So that's why, how does it help the people to get more money and to become more aware of where they are and what they can afford versus what they could not afford before?
Yeah, first of all, the person, specific person, who suppose my client, okay, perhaps. First of all, the person want to have a changes in their life. This is, we can change other people if they don't want it.
100%.
So first of all, the person supposed to feel something which is making him person stuck in certain point and wanting to overcome this struggle to get to another place in their life. I mean, the place not physical, but
Yeah. No, totally.
This is the first. The second thing, it's well, we are working. The thing that all of us has some bad experience during our life, which we says we recognize as a bad experience, but it's actually starting from when we birth and going up. All the time, every thing that we describe as a bad experience, it's create a stone in our life, and this stone prevents us to grow. For example, I will give an easy example. You know, many people experience the same when kids growing and kids too loud, and the parent says, "Stay quiet, don't go, don't run, stay quiet, sit somewhere, do something."
Yeah.
This is our blocks.
Yeah.
This is our mental blocks. When later on, when we will grow and we will want to achieve something new for us, which we was not told, we was not ready, or whatever it is, or it's against the family path, we will hear in our brain, we will hear the words of our parents saying no, and we will stay stood and we couldn't proceed, and we even will not understand why. And here my work is coming.
Yeah, and it's also interesting. I totally agree with you because we as parents thinking that we are doing the best for our kids. So we're trying to tell them, no, you cannot do that, or you're not ready, and stuff like that. So it's all creates this negativity and the blockages which they really need to be removed, because when we grow up we still remember ourselves as the young ones, and when parents were told us that we're not good enough. That's why should we try?
Right.
And this is the biggest obstacle to overcome, and definitely only with the right technique and with the realization that yes, we're good enough and we can do it.
And why all this? Because we always, everybody, looking for love. We want to feel loved.
Yeah.
And that's why we think that parents not approve our change, and we think that they will not love us. But the truth is, we always loved. It's just illusion. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's absolutely true. So now, in your experience working as a coach, how many sessions normally takes to overcome? I understand it case by case basis.
Yeah.
but in general.
In general, in my experience, it takes at least 8 sessions. So this is what I suggest people. 2 months work with 8 sessions. Each session happen once in a week, about 2 hours, something like that. And I know that this time allowed to make a change and body to absorb this change.
I see.
Because it's usually working from the mental changes through the body.
Okay, very interesting. So, all the sessions, are they kind of one-on-one, Zoom, personal, and
It's up to client. I provide the Zoom sessions. I can do one-on-one. It's most of the people deciding to make Zoom. It's most convenient.
And basically, during the session, you talk about different areas, specific areas, which needs to be adjusted or the block needs to be removed. And then that particular person gets homework.
Yes, but the thing which I love about this kind of coaching, that I'm not talking. I'm only asking questions. Everything that person achieve, it's their own achievements. Like supporting.
So you're only asking questions, but the true answers, they are coming only from within the person who is.
Because everybody have a question, have an answers in our inner world. We all know. It's just hard to take it up and get our mind understand it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That is so interesting. Now, do you want to use me as an example and see how many obstacles I have to overcome and what I need to work on?
Let's play a bit.
Okay.
It's really...
I'm ready.
Okay. So, first question will be like this. So, it's actually an example. I take my notes because who knows, maybe I will forget. What income do you want to have? Just bring any
number?
Any number that you have in mind. The first one that came.
700,000.
700,000 a year.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So, what for don't you have it?
I had it before, and it's just basically I told myself that it's too much work, and honestly, I got tired, and I didn't have any more freedom to do what I wanted to do in addition to just working. And probably that was the reason I found a partner, Alex, so we can share the workload. But it was definitely adjustment period. The economy wasn't doing that great, but at the end of the day, I know the answer very well. I didn't try. I didn't try to get to the level I once were before, but only because I told myself that enough is enough. You have other things to do in your life. You have your grandkids, you have your elderly parents, you have to have your own vacations, create the space for yourself, and that's the reason I started slacking.
And what for you did not try it?
I didn't try it for probably those particular reasons. Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because I thought that I will have my young partner who is very ambitious and who is excellent at what he's doing. So I will delegate everything to himself, and I will just be trying to get him as many clients as I can, and he will be working, closing transactions, just totally recreating me. And that's not the case. I have to be involved to the level I am trying to be involved right now.
And what for you wanted to be recreated?
Why I wanted to be recreated? Number one, actually, I knew that it's very hard to recreate myself because it's not because I'm bragging, but because I probably possess something which some people don't possess. I feel that I have special connection with people. I have special trust and special relationship with people who surround me and with my clients. At the same time, I know that my partner, being so great, he can have the same connection as I have. And that was to some extent my mistake, because everyone in our team had to have its own special role and do what we do the best. So that was my mistake. Try to envision my partner Alex in my shoes.
And what for you? You did not.
You are playing this very interesting game, so you need to get to number 7 when it will be totally discovered or what the most important thing you're doing it for.
Well, we
Yeah.
will. Yes, we will cut
We'll
here
get
because suddenly it takes a long time. I just.
No. It's extremely interesting because whatever we're doing right now, at one period of time, it was very interesting program presented by real estate coach. His name was slipped off my mind, but doesn't matter. He was absolutely wonderful. He worked on these paralinguistic dialogues. And the most important thing, what he taught us, who participated in Joe Stump was his name. And I actually completed the whole course, and I wanted to use what he was teaching because that was so powerful. What he was saying, if you'd like to know the most important why people doing what they want to do, you need to get to the bottom of their desire list or
Exactly.
where they're coming from.
Exactly.
And especially it was catered towards a real estate client. And he was giving us this ability to come from number 1, the question, what's the most important thing to you? And the answer would be, why do you want to buy or sell, for instance, and what's the most important? And I had this example actually with one of my clients, and it was so fascinating because when I came to this couple, and they lived in a split level home, and I decided to use this technique on them. And I asked them, what's the most important thing for you to sell this home? And they said, oh, because we need to downsize. And down the line we went 7 times. 7 times I asked them what the most important thing for you to sell and stuff like that, until I came to the very last one, number 7. And the answer was, because we have a handicapped relative who could never come visit us because it's a split level home. We want to get a regular rambler or house where she can come and visit us. And at that point of time, I knew exactly how to approach them and how to work with them.
Yeah. In this technique that I tried on you, most of the time the answer came after 2 times, like don't need to proceed further, but it depends the situation. But whatever you explain, this is exactly the thing which I said, that everybody, we all have a knowledge what really we want. We do know answers to all our questions. It's just hard to take it up and to figure it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, just because it's so hard to be honest with yourself.
Right.
But once you start kind of going through this set of questions, and you get on a deeper, more and more deeper level of understanding the actual why you're doing this. Right. And this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. And I feel that it's so needed in our world because people are confused.
Right.
People are confused who they are, what direction to go, how to make their life more enjoyable and breathe easier in this life. So Whatever you trying to bring to the world is absolutely remarkable.
Thank you.
How can we find you? Do you have a website, any information, more information about you? Because definitely we would like to share it with our audience.
Well, I have a Telegram channel, but it's mostly running on Russian.
With the translator, everyone
Yeah.
can translate
Yeah,
it nowadays.
It's actually
Yeah,
true. Yeah, it's easy. AI translate and that's it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will give you a link to my Telegram channel, and well, it's possible to be connected with me through Telegram channel, through my working email. I do have a site, but it requires to update. It's a little bit outdated.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all work in progress.
Yes.
Kira, thank you so much. It was remarkable to have you here. So it was absolutely incredible.
Thank
And
you.
definitely, I know that you'll be helping more and more people. But for all the audience, for everyone, remember that we're here for you. You can always ask us questions. If something needs to be corrected, adjusted, or clarified, please write comments under this video. And one more reminder, we're trying to create a very interesting community and events organized for you guys as our wonderful, loving community. Stay tuned and look for the invitation in our private group, Living in this Site. Bye. See you all.